Good morning, everyone. My name is Mighty Stream. I'm going to do your March the 25th just for today in a meditation. If you need to reach me, feel free to do so at recoveryofhope21@gmail.com. Hope you're doing well this morning. Let's go ahead and get into that screen. It is entitled, I Can't But We Can. From the isolation of our addiction, we find a fellowship of people with a common bond. Our faith, strength, and hope come from people sharing their recovery. Basic text, page 98. Admit no weakness, conceal all shortcomings, deny every failure, go it alone. That was the creed many of us followed. We denied that we were powerless over our addiction, that our lives had become unmanageable, despite all evidence to the contrary. Many of us would not surrender without the assurance that there was something worth surrendering to. Many of us took our first step only when we had evidence that addicts could recover in Narcotics Anonymous. In NA, we find others who've been in the same predicament with the same needs, who found tools that work for them. These addicts are willing to share their tools with us and give us the emotional support we need as we learn to use them. Recovering addicts know how important the help of others can be because they've been given that help themselves. When we become a part of Narcotics Anonymous, we join a society of addicts like ourselves, a group of people who know that we help one another recover. Just for today, I will join in the bond of recovery. Let me repeat that. I will join in the bond of recovery. I will find the experience, strength, and hope I need in the fellowship of Narcotics Anonymous. Let's take a moment of silence, followed by the we version of the Serenity Prayer. Moment of silence now, please. Thank you. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, please and thank you. That's a beautiful meditation, isn't it? A beautiful reminder that we come to the point in recovery that we realize it's not a one-man show anymore. It's not all about ourselves and this ideal that we can recover on our own is false. We realize this now. We understand this now. That it is a we program. Yet there's still this thinking that takes place sometimes when we become complacent. We stop interacting with other individuals. We stop making phone calls. We stop receiving phone calls. And we gradually stop making meetings. So then, when an emergency hits, some of us find ourselves so disconnected from the fellowship that we don't even know who to call. Many of us used for so long. We devastated our relationships, especially our family relationships, to the degree that when someone significant to us passes away, we don't have anyone that we can turn to. What do we do? The funeral home can walk you through certain services, but who do we actually go to so that we can have a proper burial for the people that we love? Many of us find ourselves in this situation with nowhere to turn. Yet we turn to one another. We show up again after months of not being around. In desperation, we show up again at the meeting. We express where we're at. And the beautiful part is that the people in those meetings, they don't withdraw or say, oh, she hasn't been in the meeting. Why should we help her? Why should we rally around her? But you know what? They don't say that. They do the best they can to make sure you know. You don't have to use no matter what. This is a we program, and hopefully that experience, that expression of that type of situation triggers in your mind that you can find the experience, strength, and hope that you need in the fellowship of Narcotics Anonymous. NA, never alone. You're never alone. And if you're feeling alone, it's because 9 times out of 10, you've stopped doing some of the things that you used to do when you first came to the program. You need to get back to the basics. Call someone today if that's you. Call someone in the fellowship today, interact with them today, and again, let the beauty of the program once again be a part of your life. I hope you have a beautiful day on purpose. I intend to. I'll be talking to you soon.